Hi there. Let's talk about setting up hero sliders in Aspen Discovery. Hero sliders are scalable slideshows that you can use within the Aspen web builder, within external web pages using an iframe, or even in physical digital displays throughout your library location. They can be found in the local catalog enrichment module, where you will see both the hero sliders location setup and the hero slider playlist. If you click into hero slider locations for the first time, you will see an error message that you need to create playlist first. Of course, if you click on that link, you will see an error message to create images first in order to create your hero slider playlist. So let's open up that module and take a look at hero slider playlists and click on that link to create our images from that module. Now, if you're not seeing that error message for any reason, know that you can get to this same form if you go into the web builder tool and click on the link that says images. That will bring you to this exact same place to start filling out your images form. In this page, we're going to see a couple of required fields. So I'm going to start by filling out the title and naming it something relevant to my image that I'm going to upload. Then I'm going to come down here below to the image type dropdown and select hero slider image. That will make this image available for that module later on when I go to configure my playlists. Below that, you will see a field that says owning library. So you can select that, though it's not required. And then that will pop up another field, share with. The options here are not shared, share with a selected library, share with all libraries, or share with all libraries in a read-only status. Now we're going to upload our first image. It's going to give me size recommendations based on how I'm going to use this image. So just keep that in mind as you are creating the images that you will be using in your slider. As you can see, there are also allowed formats that are listed here as GIF, JPG, JPEG, PNG, or SVG. In my example, I'm going to be using GIFs because that's going to allow me to add in fun animations for transitions between slides. Below the full size image field, you're going to see other options for sizes. I'm going to leave it in the default, which is to check mark those generate images options. Otherwise, if you are using a design that has specific layouts for different sizes, go ahead and upload each of those unique sizes here. Of course, don't forget to fill in that alt text field so that your Aspen Discovery is as compliant as possible. I would recommend not only describing the visuals in the image itself, but also including any text that you have on that image so that screen readers and broken links can still read what's going on. Below that is the page link field, which will allow you to put custom URLs for each image into your slider. Below that, you will see start date and end date, which will allow you to schedule each image within your playlist to show up and drop off as needed. When I'm done configuring this form, I'm going to go ahead and click Save Changes and add another. That way I can keep the workflow going within this same editor and just keep plugging away, adding these images that I'm going to use in my playlist. Once I'm done inputting all of my images, I'm going to click Save Changes and Return, and that's going to bring me back to the image uploader list, where I will now see all of my new hero slider images in the web builder repository. Which means we are now ready to start setting up our hero slider playlist. I'm going to open that module and click Add New. This will bring up another form. I'm going to start by filling out the only required field, which is the playlist name. And I'm going to try to name it something very clear for its purpose so that I can pick this out later in a dropdown when I go to set up my locations. For now, I'm going to leave the library as all libraries and move on to setting up my images below in the playlist. This configuration works very similar to browse categories, how you would select from a dropdown which image that you want to pull in to this playlist. So let's go through and select each one in this list. To the right of each of these image selectors, you can also set a duration of the slide. So if you want images to repeat for longer, you can set them to longer durations, or you can leave it as the default, which is configured with the image itself. When I hit Save Changes and Return, I'll go back to my Hero Slider playlist and see that I am ready now to start setting up my Hero Slider locations. So I'm going to access that module here from this side menu. And once I'm in my Hero Slider locations, I will click Add New. This is the final form in the process of setting up your Hero Sliders. So we're going to go through again and fill out all of these required fields. I'm going to name my location based on how I'm going to be using this in a digital display. It might also be helpful to use specific locations in your naming. So for example, digital display, children's area. However, you can also use the description for that purpose. So I'll just go ahead and say, this is for the digital display in the circulation area. Below that, you will select which library or all libraries that you will be using this display in. Underneath that is a required field Display Style, in which you will select Digital Signage or Website. This will be important so that Aspen knows exactly how to output this slideshow for future use. Last but not least, the last required field in this form is Playlist, in which we will select the playlist that we just set up for our digital display. When I save changes and return from here, I'll go back to my Hero Slider locations and I'll be able to interact with the location that I've just set up. I can either edit, view, preview, or see history on any actions in that location. When I click View, it brings me to my output options for this playlist. Aspen will have generated an iframe, which you can use in external websites by copy and pasting the code in red. It will also give you a couple of URLs, which you can use in your digital displays and wherever you need them, including a special URL which auto-refreshes, especially for Zogo digital signage. Finally, you will see instructions on how to use your playlist within the web builder. Last but not least, at the end of this page, you will also get a live preview of the slideshow that you just set up. If you need a full-size preview of this, you can go back into your Hero Slider locations and click the button that says Preview. And that is it on setting up Hero Sliders in Aspen. We can't wait to see how you guys are going to use this in your libraries, so please reach out if you have any questions about the Hero Slider or to show off your use cases. We would love to see them.